what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Tied at 4. Swing and a pop-up. Bichette. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, hard.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Melendez gets under it. 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Huascar Brazoban gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Brian Hudson will take over here.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the shortstop, Eric Berman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good. Huh.
Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Oh, 2 now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees.
And the batter now, Ben Rice. The lefty to one. Just missed. Action in the Mets bullpen. Luke Weaver getting ready to go. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Time called. The Yanks with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Right through there. Got it. That's the third out. Through 5.5, and we're tied at 4. Back. Now with the Subway Series. Bottom of the sixth. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed for the White Sox in May of 2017. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
That's towards center. Bellinger drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
Beatty in the box again, takes a strike. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Fastball. High 0-2. In the air to left center. Caballero under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman.
Now it's Marcus Semien.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. High nil.
And before the pitch, he steps off.
Four-seam fastball. High nil.
In the air, right side. And that is that. Through 6, all square, 4-4. here at Citi Field. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Tied at 4. Here's a 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Now time called at the plate. And a ball and 2 strikes. Out to short, Lindor. On to first, 1 out. A key out to start the 7th.
For the Yankees, center fielder Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. 1 for 3. That one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball 1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if you will.
Here's a 2-0. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. And he walked him. And the go-ahead run is on base. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Go ahead run on base. And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Used a big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 0-1. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Battling here as he fouls it away. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. The 0-2. This one in the air center field. Drop on his way over. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm.
So up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Hard liner. And that is that. 3 walks in the inning, but they couldn't make it pay. 7th inning stretch time. And we are tied 4-4. Welcome back. taking a look at our game summary. On the ground to Jazz. Handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens, the next to hit.
Oh.
The 1-0. This to third.
Oh.
And foul ball.
Four-seam fastball.
The 1-1.
Ball two.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
And
Ball
there's the
three.
ball.
Four-seam fastball.
3-1 now. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul.
Four-seam fastball.
back to work. 3-2 now. In the air, right field. Judge settles underneath it. 2 down. Back to the top of the order, and now it's Frankie Lindor.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Four-seam veteran.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 down, nobody on. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied at 4.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brooks Raley.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Leading off, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Devin Williams, the closer, is getting loose. Tied at 4. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's the ball.
And the 1-0.
Oh.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. That's to third. 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Jose Caballero.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Two down, nobody on. Gets under and pops it up. Bichette. And that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. Still all square at 4 apiece. Back. Here in Queens, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Bo Bichette now at the plate. close, but called a ball. And that is ball one.
Sinker.
Just
That's
missed.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber.
Four-seam fastball. Middle.
Right through there for a strike. The 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down. That's down and in. Mike Trout would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Sinker. Sinker.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Next for the next designated hitter.
Mike Trout getting ready to hit.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Four-seam.
Time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Oh, one down.
That's a ball.
Ground ball up the middle. Chisholm tosses to first. He's out.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets.
Well, he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Just
that's the ball.
missed. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2. And now 2-2. That one is upstairs. Luis Robert Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Sinker.
Payoff pitch. Base knock right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Had himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So here's Robert now. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cam Schlittler departs, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Fernando Cruz.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
Quick move to first, and he's back in standing. There's the strike. Ball to strike. Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 4. Is the closer, Devin Williams, on for his 20th appearance of the year. Now it's the shortstop, Eric Perlman. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. 4 in the ninth. Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Time
We
asked
got
for at the plate
time.
prior to the 2-1 pitch. Rip, but it curls foul. Tied at 4. That misses, and the count's full. Ben Rice on deck for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Movement in the bullpen. Luke Weaver appears to be getting loose. Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. The 2-1. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Now he's challenging to call strike. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Right through there for a strike. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No swing. He held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Go ahead run on base. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. Now he steps out as time is granted. Judge takes a strike. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And he picks it up. Wow!
Clearly not the best base running you'll ever see. The ball got really far from the catcher, meaning you had a good chance to move up. Instead, you get thrown out trying to make it back to the bag. Can't let that happen.
Two down, nobody on. This ball's chopped on the ground. Bichette whips it to first. And that will end the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. It's the ninth, and we are tied.
pitching for the
Back
Yankees,
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Tim Hill.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Stepping in, Brett Beatty. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
So coming into the game now on defense, Trent Grisham. He'll be patrolling center field.
Four-seam fastball.
Also entering the game, Ryan McMahon. He's the new third baseman. And fouled off.
Sinker.
The 0-1. And that skips into dirt.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
To the right side, and that chance handled. Slings to first. A great play deep in the hole.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Here is Marcus Semien.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
That smash towards center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Mark Vientos. He represents the winning run.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Slider. Middle inside.
Vientos trying to send this to extra innings. The other way, and foul ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
Whoa.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Whoa.
Slider. Middle inside.
Here's a 2-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Sinker. Outside.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
And now he steps off. Big pitch coming.
Sinker. Low inside.
struck him out swinging. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 4. Tyrone He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. On to extra innings. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. Man at second.
That's the ball.
And a 1-1. Tosses to first. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Line to left. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Williams will depart, and he leaves a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Luke Weaver.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Go ahead. Run on base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball one, no strikes. And another ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Tied at 4. Right through there for a strike. Two and one now. Ground ball right side. Simeon gets it to first, and that is that. The Yankees 4 and the Mets 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Bednar.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be...
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Torrens up down for the Mets. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
That one in triple digits.
Yeah, you can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Caught him looking for the K.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Winning run at second with 1 away. And here in extra innings. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Crosses the winning run, and the Mets walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
One here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long